Alright, family, what's up? You're back with another one. It's your girl, Jen Ether. Another episode of Gods and Goddesses Weather Report Tarot Readings. We are getting back into it. This is part 2 of the Divine Masculine check-in, where we're going to figure out what's going on with them and the Karmic. So where we left off at, this is what's going on, what's the energy in between their relationship, the DM and the Karmic. And we see that the DM is on their working. Go look at part 1. I'm not going to re-explain it. You have to go check out part 1 if you want to see part 1. But we see the DM is working on something new that's filled with emotional abundance and shining up this coin, evaluating if they have what it takes, or if they have what they feel it takes to offer this coin to Divine Feminine. So the Karmic, actually, this could also be Divine Masculine actually spying on Divine Feminine, trying to see what's going on, to measure out if they do have the offer just right for them. But this could also be how I was seeing it in part 1, is this is the Karmic trying to figure out what they can do, or spying on this situation, just looking at it, trying to see what the fuck's going on, because they know that this justice has come in. Now, I was saying in part 1 that the Karmic is finding it hard to believe, and that's why they're watching this process go down. They're finding it hard to believe that the they can't understand why the Divine Masculine is getting justice, because they feel like the Divine Masculine was just as karmic as they were, which is not wrong in so many ways. Like I was saying, if you're inside of a karmic relationship, so there's been times where Divine Feminine, where I was inside of a karmic relationship, and I was just as karmic as my karmic counterpart. So it wasn't until I began, or everyone's process is different, so I got out of the relationship and began looking at myself and the things I did within the relationship and began working on myself. That's where I became, or started getting into my more of my righteous path, more of the way I was supposed to go. But I needed that relationship to learn from, to get me to that point, to grow into a Divine Feminine ultimately. So what the Karmic is looking at is, how did the Divine Masculine grow? But I think what's been missed is the fact that the Divine Masculine was growing within this process. And the fact that the Divine Masculine, in part 1, you see that the Divine Masculine shoots out messages to the Karmic to let them know that they can't be a part of this relationship anymore. And that was the turning point. It's like, if you watch Back to the Future, let me get a pen, because I'm starting something new. If I reference something, I'm tagging that shit. If I reference it, it's going in the tags. You feel me? So if you watch Back to the Future, in part 2, hold up. Okay, in part 2 of Back to the Future part 2, when Biff takes, I always mention Back to the Future, it is my favorite movie. I can't even say 1. This is my all-time favorite movie. 1, 2, and 3, they're one movie. You feel me? So, when Biff takes the fucking time machine and the sports almanac and goes back to the future, or goes to his past to give it to his kid self, to ensure that they can bet on, because the sports almanac basically gives you all of the winnings of the, every sport for that year. It's like the weather almanac, where it tells you what the weather was for the whole year. The sports almanac does the same thing. It tells you the sports winnings of each year. In every sport, from hockey to golf, baseball, basketball. So, the old man Biff in the future, let's say 2020, he takes it back, gives it to himself in 1960, so he can place these bets that's on the sports almanac. So when my boy Marty McFly and Doc get to their present moment, right now in 2020, when they go back, they see everything's different. Biff runs the world. So the first thing they have to do is figure out, where did this happen? at what point they figure out Biff did have access to the time machine. So now they have to figure out at what point, where did Biff go to? Like, what year did he go to do this? Because that's where everything skewed off into another timeline. That's a quote, y'all. Skewed into an alternate timeline. You feel me? I'm real geek on this Back to the Future shit. So, that's what this moment was for Divine Masculine. This is where his timeline skewed into an alternate reality. So whenever he sent out these messages and told the Karmic that I can't do this anymore, it's not going to work, I have to move into something different, I'm going after emotional security. You know, I don't think they said I'm working on something with Divine Feminine, but I feel like it's kind of clear within the energy, because if the Karmic has any wind of Divine Feminine, even if it's just through how you operate on social media, or if they know you, know of you in any way, they know how you operate. So if this vibration, I feel like the Divine Masculine's vibration is starting to match more of the Divine Feminine's vibration than it is the Karmic, and the Karmic can feel that. So they don't have to be told that this person's coming to you. They can feel the energy shifting. They can feel the Divine Feminine in the room with them. It's like, that's why this third party, you know what I mean, in the overall energy of what's going on with them. It's you, Divine Masculine, and the Karmic. Y'all in the same motherfucking room, probably even spiritually, because remember, at the end of the day, we must always remember that our higher selves, no matter how much we bitch, we cry, we scream about everything that's going on in our personal lives, before we got down here, we already made these plans spiritually, soul to soul with each other. So your Karmic and you, me and my Divine Masculine and the Karmic already knew what was to happen. What was supposed to happen, we agreed to it. Like, all right, yeah, it sounds great. Now, once we get down here, and someone just talked about this brain swipe I never fucking heard of, but it's basically where you go. It's a process you go through on your journey back here down to Earth when you come back to be born. So you're a divine soul. We've been through so much. We know so much. But of course, to get the true lessons on Earth, we must live blind. We cannot live like we know everything. That would defeat the purpose. We wouldn't be able to learn shit. So once we get here, everything gets wiped clean and we don't know what our purpose is. So even on the soul level in the 5D, this could be you guys, the Karmic, the Divine Masculine, the Divine Feminine, literally talking this out. Like, all right, y'all, it's been long enough. We gotta make this shit happen. So y'all could technically be working. What it's showing me in the cards is y'all are working together in the 5D. Y'all aren't really fighting the 5D. And I feel like in the past y'all were fighting, but only because it wasn't time. There were still lessons to be learned. So you three wouldn't get together. If y'all know, if your higher selves, Karmic higher self, Divine Masculine higher self, and Divine Feminine higher self know, like, okay, this is not the time yet, then karmically, I mean, even on a 5D, y'all wouldn't work together yet because it's not time yet. But at this point, it seemed like even your higher selves, if you notice, it's like each coin represents someone. This coin represents this person. The middle coin, this coin represents this person. This coin represents this person on this side. They're in the same triangle formation as the coins. So it's like, this is the 3D bodies down here, but these are the higher selves, illuminated, you know? So basically, the kicker to this thing is that what the Karmic's trying to realize and figure out is that the Divine Masculine was gifted and awarded his Divine Feminine and a gift of emotional fulfillment, because through this process, once they literally made that phone call or whatever they did to tell the Karmic it can't go on and skewed themselves into an alternate timeline, that was them literally beginning the process of justice. And so we know this, there's a lot to this, but this was them beginning it. So as far as the energy goes right now, the Divine Masculine is aligned with their emotional fulfillment. Now, free will, anything can happen, but as of today, they are fully aligned and they have started the process, which in this card I love, because this is Thoth. This is the guy who, this is like a saint, I believe it's Saint Peter in Christianity with the Book of Life. This is the same thing to let you enter to the underworld when you pass on, but we have to judge if your heart is lighter than a feather. So you guys who've watched my readings probably heard me talk about this before. This card comes out often, and depending on where it comes out in the spread, I'll have to mention this because it's pertinent. So basically, because the divine masculine took these steps towards the karmic to end that and actually go through towards their own emotional fulfillment, that is actually what has started the process of their heart becoming. Not is, but it's starting the process. Now the scales are starting to tip back to where their heart was here and the feather was all the way up here, but now the scales starting to tip to where the feathers, I feel like even right here, you see it's even kill, where it can start taking place. So even right now as the cards come out, it's even, and as this process, if the divine masculine stays on their path, the feather will keep dipping lower. I mean, will keep dipping higher. No, I'm sorry, the feather will keep dipping lower than the heart, because the feather has to be, the heart has to be lighter than the feather. So basically, the only way for this to happen is for the divine masculine to release baggage, to release those things that no longer serve him, that he carries with his heart space. So that's what's going on there. They are releasing. And that's why they're getting this second chance. That's what the karmic can't really understand. So that's the energy of what's going on between them and the karmic. So how does the karmic feel about you, divine feminine? How does the karmic feel about divine feminine? This is part 2. This is a general reading, so all the messages may not resonate. You're going to have to take the ones that do and leave behind the ones that do not, please. Also, at any given time, if these messages are resonating with you, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, because it just helps me out, and it also helps other people receive these messages, because it picks it up that people are liking, and it goes through the algorithm a lot easier. How does the karmic feel about the DF? Feels like you're strong. The karmic feels like you're very strong. They feel like you've had strength through this process. They also see you as possibly the devil, because the devil popped out. So they can feel like you're the one who caused this bullshit to go down within their relationship. You're the fucking devil. They could also see that you have a strong attachment to the divine masculine. And this is like what... Because the King of Swords is the overall energy. So they see you as someone who is... This King of Swords look like they're at peace. Like they meditate. Like they have clear thoughts. They're just someone who is thinking clearly. They can go within and figure shit out. So this person does see you as someone who's very strong. Strong communication. Knows what you want. You don't have flip-floppy thoughts or desires. You know what you want as the King of Swords. So you stand on your values. So they do see you as that. They see you as someone that does have strength. They see you as someone that has strength because they know that this has been, if you see this long stretch of road, for a lot of you divine feminines, they know this has been a long-ass fucking path. And you've carried these, you worked on. See, these are kind of like the seeds that you planted in the past with your divine masculine. And a lot of you guys planted these seeds all the way up until here, but they got heavier and heavier as you were planting them. And we know most divine feminines, or depending on the wave, because there's different waves of them coming in, different people coming into union, different people going into separation, different people just figuring shit out. But with the wave I've been into, we've been on like the seeds that's been planted, and we just kind of chilled and left it the fuck alone and started handling our own bread. So, but this divine, this karmic sees you as being strong for even being able to plant the seeds in the first place. And I think not only you planting the seeds for whatever plant seeds you planted inside of the divine masculine, but also for you to be able to plant your own seeds. They may be looking at it like people get it fucked up, and the divine feminine, she comes across as strong and all that shit, intuitive, but it's not easy for the divine feminine. The divine feminine works very hard for the things that she accomplishes and for the things she does. You know what I mean? So anything that the divine feminine gets, she does deserve, because she's put in hours and hours and hours of work for that shit. So I think even the karmic knows what the fuck it is. Like, this motherfucker works for real. So let's see what this devil energy is about. Why is the devil here for how the karmic feels about divine feminine? Why is the devil here? And the Five of Cups is here for how they feel about you. And I want to clarify that because I really don't understand. Okay, yeah, they definitely feel like you're the devil because you broke them up. They feel like this because you triggered the divine masculine to go into hermit mode and see that connection for what it is, which is what caused the divine masculine to, you know, call judgment on the damn connection. It's just flipped over. It flipped over a lot of other cards, but just the fact that I was trying to find my words and this judgment card came out means a lot. So yeah, they feel like it's your fault that the divine masculine decided to part ways, start getting spiritual fucking messages, started thinking about his choices in life, and looking for something better. They feel like all of this shit is your fault. Okay, so why is this Five of Cups here for how they feel about divine feminine? Why is the Five of Cups here? This is going to be connected to this devil because it's right up under it. I mean, right over it. So I'm feeling like it's connected to it. And this was their energy, too. I thought more of you was going to pop out, but a lot of the karmic, their self popped out. Yeah, they're upset. Five of Cups. I'm clarifying that. And the World card popped out. They're upset. How they feel about you is you caused this shit to end. You caused a new cycle to come in. And, you know, because you're intuitive. That's what I was about to say. We're not going to say it was just you. This was really a part of the plan. You were the catalyst, divine feminine. You were the one that, you know, I mean, this was supposed to happen. So, ultimately, there's no need for anyone to feel big-headed. There's no need for anyone to necessarily feel bad. This was literally a part of fucking universal plan. And a plan that's been set up for motherfucking eons. Like, it's no one's fucking fault. Yeah, but they do feel trapped, and that's really where the root of this comes from, is what the fuck are they going to do now? Now they're trapped in a situation that they do not want to be in. So how else do they feel about divine feminine? Give me some more cards for how else they feel about divine feminine. Is there anything they like to say to divine feminine? They want to tell you not to, they want to tell you to back off. This is, I'm feeling like this is the divine masculine. This is what they've been telling them, not to jump. So this is what they want to tell you too. Like, don't make this jump. Like, basically try to talk you out of it. Try to tell you probably bad things, negative things about the divine masculine. Yeah, the sun, I don't take reversals, but this one did come out reversed, as I was saying, tell you negative things about the divine masculine. So that's what they want to do and tell you. So now let's see, how does the DM, how does divine masculine feel about you? Eight of Cups popped out with these two. Now this Eight of Cups is funny because the Eight of Cups is walking away, but the divine masculine is walking away for the Two Cups. In any other Eight of Cups, there's not two cups with hearts in them. In any other Eight of Cups, it's literally just someone walking away from these cups like, fuck this. But with this one, I said, how do they feel about you? It's like they're walking away because they know there's somewhere where they can just have these two cups. So they're coming towards you for the Two Cups. They're walking away from that situation to come towards Two Cups. Yeah, the Fool fell out. I was trying to put the cards back and this card fell out. So yeah, they feel like they can also feel like you're a fool, but I think they love you for your foolish. You gotta realize everything you did, the divine masculine couldn't do. That's why they're divine masculine and you're divine feminine, because you're more intuitive. So you were getting the intuitive hits, the downloads about what this situation was. Yeah, they feel like you've been very strong through this heartbreak. Why do I say that? Because the Three of Swords pops out right next to the Strength card. So both the Karmic and the divine masculine see you as being very strong because of what you had to endure in this situation. They also see you as being confused. So they may feel like you don't know what the fuck's going on right now. Maybe they know that, first of all, with this reading, you just had a reading or you watched this, so you may know more of what's going on. But, oh yeah, like I was saying, in this reading, we've seen that they've caused the death to that karmic situation. And a lot of my divine feminines have been out of contact with the divine masculine, so they don't know what the hell's going on. So that could be alluding to that. The fact that this whole thing has been playing out and the divine feminine is unaware about it. So some guys, some divine feminines are still upset, like fuck you, or, you know, still making those subliminal ass fucked up posts, or still, I don't know, just the energy of you being upset still is around, or that's just how they feel about you. Maybe you're not upset, but the divine masculine just feels like you are. They also see you as someone who's very, very financially stable, someone who holds on to money, someone who knows how to build money and actually get money. Like, build money and hold on to it. You know what to do with it. You got a big bank and know what to do with it. That's how they feel about you, or they feel like that's what you guys can have together. They also feel like you're going to have, this is the Two of Swords. Usually they have the Two of Swords because of this karmic situation. But it's coming out for how they feel about you. Like, so they know that when they come back in, the ball is in your court. And you're going to have this Two of Swords. You're going to have this decision to make. This is a choice between two. Do I want to? Do I want to stay single? Do I want to just continue to be an abundant divine feminine? Yeah, you have a choice on whether to take this offer and starting a brand new world. But they do see you as being very abundant and being someone that can bring in a brand new world, a brand new cycle with them. And they do want to start this brand new cycle with you. So now, let's see what the divine masculine tells his family about you. Oh, divine masculine's been telling his family that she is my sunshine, my only sunshine. She makes me happy when skies are gray. So, and also just the fact that that's saying a childhood song, they might be saying that you take them back, you make them feel like a childhood again, you make them feel nostalgic, you make them feel like, I don't know, Christmas time, I don't know, fuck it. I was just talking about the summertime feeling. You know, cartoons, Saturday morning cartoons. So you might make this motherfucker feel like they used to feel when they was eating a bowl of Fruity Pebbles watching Saturday morning cartoons. Whether it's a guy watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or a girl watching Sailor Moon, whatever the fuck it was. Those cartoons might resonate with y'all. Yeah, they've been telling their family that you are their empress. So this is someone that has all the queens wrapped up into one. You're very smart. You're very passionate. Sorry, guys. You're very passionate. This is all hits, though. Anytime that happens, I take those as messages. So anytime that's going off, take that as bang. That's a for sure clarification that this shit's true. Whatever I'm saying at that moment, that shit's spot on for you. So they're telling their fan that you are their empress. You are all of the queens wrapped into motherfucking one. You are very passionate. You're smart. You're intuitive. You can hold that money down. You know what I mean? You're very smart with how you spend your money and how you invest your money. And you're also emotionally balanced, emotionally intelligent. So this is what they're telling their family. What else? Too many cards. We'll take the ones that didn't flip over. They're also telling their family that it's because of your intuition that they brought this tower down. So, I'm a divine feminine. A lot of these divine feminines, a lot of you divine feminines, mostly divine feminines that watch these readings. But what's up, divine masculine? I know y'all on there. What's up, Karmic? I know y'all be watching too. What's cracking? So, as far as what they're telling their parents, they're saying that it's your intuitive nature that brought this tower down. So a lot of you divine feminine